Well, hello, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. My name is Dusty Suela, and I'm here today to just show you a brief morning practice, a yin practice. So yin is my favorite practice because it is one that I can really feel, that I can be with my thoughts, with my emotions, and I can release what no longer serves me. So this practice today is a morning practice. An AM practice you can do before you head out the door in the morning. You can take these 15 minutes or so to really just have some time to prepare your mind for the day. So this practice can also help with some focus. So if you are needing some extra focus for today, this is a perfect practice for you. So I begin all of my practices in Sukhasana. So just a simple seat. If this is comfortable for you, you can just sit on the earth. You can place a blanket or a block underneath your sit bones to elevate your hips a little bit. So remembering with yin yoga that to always listen to your body with any practice that you're practicing. If you get at any point within the practice or in the pose, if you get any little zingers, or if you've gone past the point of discomfort to pain, you want to slowly come out of the pose. So don't hold it too long. Yoga should not be painful. With this practice, there's 3 little rules that we like to follow. Number 1 is finding your edge, not going too far within the pose that you hurt yourself, but also feeling the pose actually working within the tissues, the ligaments, the tendons, and feeling the stretch. The second is finding stillness. So trying not to, once you're in the pose, trying not to move around too much and just let your body surrender with each breath. You just relax a little bit more with each exhale. And the third is to surrender to the time. So each pose is held anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes. I'll cue you on how long you can hold the pose. I'm not going to hold the pose for quite as long as I'm going to recommend. So what you can do is you can pause this video and hold the pose for a little bit longer and then restart the video if you want to proceed with the video. All right. So the first pose we're going to come into is we're going to come into a forward fold. So with that, so once again, you can always use your blocks if you would like, utilizing different props as an option. And feet are about hip width apart. I'm going to show you the different directions or different ways to stand. Feet can be hip width apart. Knees have a nice bend, a little bend. And you can, a couple options, just come forward. Bring your hands towards the earth, letting the crown of the head fall towards the earth. If that's not accessible to you, utilize your blocks. If your hamstrings are really tight, utilizing your blocks and bending your knees as much or as little as you need to. So I like a pretty good bend in my knees, letting the crown of my head fall towards the earth. Relaxing the shoulders. Feeling the blood flow to the earth, to the pull of gravity. If this is also too much, another option is to bring your elbows to the tops of your thighs and just let your head rest. Feeling that nice pull, that nice release in through the spine. So once you find your pose, you find your edge, you would stay in this pose for about a minute. Breathing, and with each exhale, letting your body surrender just a little bit more. Feeling the tissue begin to release. Noticing where you feel this. You're feeling it in through your hamstrings, your glutes, maybe in through the back of your neck. And lengthen through the spine. Continuing to hold the pose in this forward fold. And then taking, in this pose, a big breath in. Exhale, sigh, breath out. 2 more big breaths, just like that. Big breath in. Exhale, sigh, breath out. One more time, big breath in. And exhale, sigh, breath out. Very good. Now slowly coming out of the pose, walking your hands up your thighs, standing all the way up. And then once again, rebounding. So anywhere from 20 to 40 seconds or so, about 30 seconds, is taking some time to just let your body reacclimate, to kind of get back to normal. So I like to take some big breaths, a little bit of movement, stretch it out just a little bit, possibly do a little twist. Once again, be gentle on your body as you rebound before you go into the next yoga pose, yin pose. All right. The next one we're going to come into is twisted sukhasana, so a twisted seat. And you can utilize your blocks or your blanket or your bolster, whatever feels comfortable for you. So if you're finding that your knees are really up like this, if you can't relax, you could also place blocks underneath the knees. But once again, you want to try to let your body surrender, getting it deep into the poses. But if this is really, really uncomfortable for you, utilize your props. All right. So we're going to come with our, my right foot is in front, taking a big breath in, lifting, lengthening through the crown. And then exhale, I'm going to twist to the right. So my left hand is going to come to my right knee and looking over the shoulder. So almost as if we are kind of wringing out our spinal cord. This is also a great way to activate our internal organs, cleansing the organs, awakening the organs. So trying to find that stillness, letting your body surrender and relax towards the pull of gravity. Once again, you can hold this for 1 minute or up to 3 minutes. Take a big breath in. Exhale, sigh, breath out. Very good. Slowly making your way back to center. Second side, big breath in. Exhale, twist. And depending on how long you held that pose, you can rebound a little bit if you'd like. This one we're not holding quite as long as if you were in a reclined twist. I would definitely rebound after that. Noticing the difference energetically between the two sides of the body. See if you can sink into the pose, relaxing the thighs and the knees. Taking a big breath in. Exhale, sigh, breath out. Good. Making your way back to center. Once again, with that pose, you're welcome to stay in that pose a little bit longer, but always listen to your body. Come out if needed. All right. The next pose we're going to come into is dragonfly. And this one, I'm going to bring my legs out to the side, like so. And if this is really uncomfortable for you, if on your knees, You're welcome to put blankets under the knees. You can even place blocks under the knees to elevate just a little bit. And for some, this might be where you stay, and that's completely okay. So let's take a big breath in, lengthen through the crown, keeping a straight spine. Slowly walk your hands forward. So finding your edge. So you'll begin to really feel this in through the hamstrings and the lower back. Remembering you can use your props if you'd like. If you have a pillow at home or a bolster. Utilizing your bolster. You even come forward as you begin to curve the spine a little bit. Coming down to your pillow, your bolster. And this is a pretty deep stretch for many. Continuing to stay in the pose as you find your edge. Find that stillness. Letting your head relax and release. The back of your neck, let it relax. Noticing what you feel physically and emotionally. Noticing what emotions might come up for you. Slowly coming up when you're ready. Taking your time coming out of the pose. Moving your props. Then you can bring your legs together. Bending your knees. I like to bring my hands behind and then take a couple cat-cow breaths. So pressing the earth away, big breath in. Exhale, cat spine. Again, big breath in. Exhale, cat. So that pose works a couple different areas of the body. So the spine as well as the backs of the legs. So you can also, in the hips, you can also let your knees fall right to left. Little windshield wipers. I like to think of this time also as releasing of any energy or things that no longer serve me. Throughout this whole practice, the rebound is very important as well. Very good. All right. The next pose we're going to come into for this morning practice is a simple extended child's pose. So supported child's pose. So once again, you can use your props, your blocks, but you don't have to. So knees are going to come a little bit wider, big toes together. Sitting back onto the heels just for a moment. Utilizing your bolster or pillows between the knees. And then lengthening through the crown as you take a big breath in. And then exhale, slowly surrendering over the bolster. And just finding your edge here. Finding your edge. So letting the tissues around your hips relax and release, and your ankles and your feet and your lower back. So sinking in as you feel this pull of gravity on your body. This is a little bit more of a relaxing pose. This one you can hold it for a little bit longer, up to 5 minutes if you would like. I like to change the position of my head halfway through. You can also pause this video and stay in the pose just for a little bit longer. if that's what you need today. So finding your way up, also depending on your time commitments for your practice today. And then coming to all fours, and then just rolling through a couple cat and cows, or moving your body however you need. Good. All right. Now taking time to think about whatever it is that you need as you prepare for the upcoming day. Taking maybe a few moments to journal on whatever might have come up for you mentally, physically, emotionally, writing your thoughts and your feelings on paper. And then you can take some time for Shavasana. So just to be mindful, meditation, prayer, with your maybe a mantra that you're saying to yourself to help you through your day. Thank you so much for joining me. Once again, my name is Dusty Suela. The light within me sees and honors that beautiful light within you. Namaste.